Hello everyone, welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about constructive criticism, what it is and what it isn't. Constructive criticism is when a wise person gives you wisdom to help better you, to empower you to be a better smith, to empower you to be a better father, to empower you to be a better believer, a person of faith, to empower you to be a better worker. That's constructive criticism. But how do we really define what wisdom is? Especially around the subject of blacksmithing. Considering there's so many people out there that are claiming to give constructive criticism under the guise of their snarky remarks. Well, I classify people into pretty much three categories that comment on comment sections on everywhere. It doesn't matter if they're Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at a local blacksmith meet, whatever floats your boat. On the left-hand side, you have knowledge, and you have knowledgeable idiots. On the right-hand side, you have experience and experienced idiots. And right down dead center, right down the middle, you have wise people who will sow into your life and will take and help you along your journey because they want to see you succeed. That's what it means to construct, not destruct, but construct for constructive criticism. So I challenge you, when you're in my comment section, or when you're in other guys' comment sections, and you got that little thing nagging at you and brewing at you that you saw this guy, maybe he's a young guy on YouTube, maybe he's an old man on YouTube, and it's just burning at you because they said something wrong, maybe they slipped up, maybe they didn't show fully a whole process like maybe they should have. Maybe they weren't wearing the right hearing protection or the eyeglasses or something else you just particularly don't agree with, as there's a lot of disagreeable people in the world. I'd like you to think on what category you're falling into, because there are a lot of really wise people out there, but there's also a lot of knowledgeable idiots. And that's right, I said idiots. I know, it's bad. There's a lot of knowledgeable idiots out there, and there's a whole lot of experienced idiots. They're experienced at what they do. It's not their first go-round of being an idiot. And you can tell when they comment on your videos. So if you're falling into either one of those categories, you need to bone up on the other category so you can become that person right down the center, a wise person. The people that mean the most to me, that I take the most advice from, are the people who have personally sown into my life, that have tried to grow me as a smith. And I've learned from the school of hard knocks, because I was a cocky young man. I'm still a young man, but I was even cockier when I was younger. And when I was younger, I took my very first blacksmithing class from a guy by the name of Wayne Apgar. And he was a human pipe fitter for 27 years or something like that. And yeah, that didn't agree with him very well. I had been doing it about 2 years and had a chip on my shoulder. I sold a few things. I thought, yeah, I got this figured out. I read every book on the subject of blacksmithing. I watched every show I could on the subject of blacksmithing. And I did everything I could to learn anything and everything I could about all the processes of blacksmithing. So I fall into the category to the left. I was a knowledgeable idiot. And trust me, he slapped me down for it. And thank God he did, because it gave me a different perspective on things. Likewise, I've also met guys that have had 25 years supposed, or 30 years supposed, or 15 years supposed, experience in it. And they're so experienced, they're still making nails. They're so experienced, they're still making S-hooks. They're so experienced that they have not progressed, or their ironwork has not progressed past an elementary level. But they are the first to tell you that you've done wrong, or you're not doing good or enough, or something of that nature. So I have met experienced idiots as well. I'm not either. I believe that I am a particularly wise person. I don't say that to be self-promoting or self-gloating. I want to be as wise as I can because I feel that it is imperative to my ironwork, and I take my job very seriously. I think it's imperative to my customers that I be a very wise young man. And wisdom starts with these, not with this. I know I do enough talking for about 3 people on YouTube. And that's just that's just hereditary. That's how the Lord made me. But I listen a lot. I challenge you to do the same. You may not particularly agree with somebody, but before you start spouting all your book knowledge or start spouting all your information from your weekend warriorism over here on the right-hand side, try a person's method. If it doesn't pan out, then you can say that that's an impasse for you and move on. Because you used these. You listened. You tried to take a guy's words. You tried to glean some sort of experience from him, no matter his age. There's younger guys that are in this craft that I know that are going to really go places, and they are very good. All they have to do is apply themselves. And then there's also older guys that have just started getting into the trade. Man, they come with so much experience with things like, being machinists or welders for years, and they know things that, I've never been to school for, I've never took classes for, and they have so much knowledge to give. In the world of blacksmithing, on online forums, on YouTube, could be so much better if we stop pulling out that I'm a better smith than you cards. Because if we keep pulling out I'm a better smith than you cards, we're never going to grow, we're not going to progress, and then eventually we all get dumber because of it. Because the really smart guys in blacksmithing, the master smiths of today, and yes, there are master smiths out there, aren't on Facebook. They're not on YouTube. They're servicing clients right now. They're staying 100% dedicated to the craft. And they're not going to get on some guy's rant comment section and try to sew into a community. Not going to. Let's make this a hospitable place on YouTube and wherever you're at. You be the change. Start changing today the way that you comment on people's stuff. Be an encouragement. Be that wise person right in the middle that encourages other people to succeed. And if you take flack for that encouragement, then you're probably dealing with one of those two groups. A knowledgeable idiot or an experienced idiot. That's my thoughts on constructive criticism. I know you're going to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And I'd like to say I'd enjoy to watch and read all the comments, but we'll see how that one goes. I will do my best to answer back whatever questions somebody may have. I hope you all enjoyed. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel yet, consider doing so if you like my content. If not, if you don't like a lot of this type of talk and stuff from me, I'm probably not the channel for you. Anyways, thank you all for listening to me today. I hope you guys take it into consideration and start being the change in the blacksmithing world that you'd like to see. God bless you all, and have a great day.